Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B-Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. Sun is up already. I done did my thing now. I got to take care of you. Let's rock. I got something nice for you today. The question is, who knows you better than you? So who would be the best one to judge you? Let's talk about it. Right is a 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. You got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through, because that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. So you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my yacht, be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about who's the best judge. Who knows you better than you? So who'll be the best judge you? Yeah, that's what we do. At Judgment Day, you're going to look at your life and put up against the feather maya of truth, righteousness, and all the things that's divine. Can you pass that test in life? I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what you profess. At Judgment Day, it all comes down to what you said and did. Let's go. Did you know, again, that Judgment Day is you taking an honest look at your life? I talked to my mother-in-law, my spiritual advisor, and we just had a conversation. She said, when I look back on my life, I cried, tears of joy. I can't believe I did all that. If you got that, you had a good life. That's the whole idea when you're going on. He said, well done, my good and faithful servant. That's what you should have for yourself, not somebody who's going to heaven and God going to tell me that. No! Excuse me. You got to have that. She's good to go. I love that. But when you reach the level of comfortability with yourself, you did your job. If you got regrets, if you got some, if I coulda, woulda, shoulda, you need to take care of some business. Why? That's going to hold you down. That won't get you through. I changed my life for the better. For a reason, okay? I'm on this side now. I used to be on that side. And don't get it wrong, I love that side. I enjoyed that side until what? I had to pay. If you got to pay with your time in it, whatever, it ain't a good deal. I'm on this side. My pay is blessings, good things, and a positive life. You gotta be a damn fool not to take that deal. Well, I took mine. How can I speak for me? That's what I'm saying. Moving on. That's what I'm trying to say. I know what I'm talking about. I will be hard on me personally, on my younger self. Why? For falling for the dark, evil, illegal side. The dark side. And I loved it. Everybody do. Everybody do until what? It's time to pay. You like you dancing, you living the life you get. All of a sudden, it's time to pay up. Huh? Oh yeah, you forgot about that part. Everybody back in the day, we had a little question. You ready to play the game? Yeah! You know the rules of the game? Every game have rules, even life. Sorry, get back to the lesson. I'm about to go on that tangent. So I gotta keep looking down and get my back to where I need to be. All right, back to the lesson. But I was my worst critic. Always have been. Always will be. Why? Duh. I now know what I know now after most of my young life, okay, that I was doing all the wrong thing, believing I knew what I was doing. Again, if you believe you know what you're doing, you know, why? You need to know what you're doing. Now I know exactly what I'm doing. Back then I was winging it. My brother got a concept, man, just whatever, just make it up as you go. No. My destination is to get right where I need to be, straightforward. Just keep going. Okay? I just watched my dude, Saudi Guru. When your job be done, when y'all don't need me no more. If nobody tuned into my show, I just start coming out here. Well, I'm going about my business. That means obviously you don't need the right thinking. I'm cool, no problem. I ain't beat for that. I just got my little personal dose. That's why I watch people and listen to people who I respect. And I take some of these aspects and concepts and throw it in the gumbo pot. Let's go. Let's spiritual gumbo. Always take more ingredients, all right? A little dish of that, a little dash of that, little something. So that's how I live. I'm gaining information and I'm using it as I go. In the sense to gain it and don't use it, all right? So I'm using mine. But when you obtain the highest level of what we call self-knowledge in your life, you will change. You will be a changed person. Why? Well, you wasn't born that way. You had to become that way, one way or another. Be it good or bad, your control. That's why at Judgment Day, ain't nobody gonna come, no, it's all on you. How many of us know that? Please understand this, right thinkers. Stop with the thought, please. I can't stand that phrase. I thought. If you don't know something, how could you come up with a thought about something you don't know? So it makes no philosophical sense, and it's so annoying. If you're learning something that you didn't know, okay, learn it and shut the hell up and just learn. I thought, shut up. Excuse me. When you obtain self-knowledge, that means you made the change. That means you did things to make that happen. You're going to get muscle without putting work in. So, again, spiritual knowledge is the same way. Right thinkers, we are what? Our own judge, okay, of our own self. When? At Judgment Day. When is that? Every day. Every day. If you self-reflect and meditate, you judging yourself every day. All your actions is calculated, sorted out, and checked. Did I do this? Yeah. Did I do that? Yeah. Did I do that? Yeah. That's personal inventory. Maybe it's just me, but that's how I live. Dude, you a robot, dude. I don't care what you think. I'm telling you how I do what I do. Moving on, please. I don't need your opinions about that. Could care less. I'm just sharing a concept. You got yours, I got mine. We all have a life story. And please, stop thinking because it's you or somebody you know, it's any different. I don't give a damn who it is. It's all the same to me. Him too. So I am my own with that one. Again, I am my worst critic, okay? I'm as hard on me as anybody will ever be. Okay, well, I know me, so I ain't going for the okie dokie and nonsense no more. When I was young, I was building my dad. Well, I'm doing what he said. I'm with him. Ignorance, standing your own. Why? Because that Judgment Day was going to be there. My dad ain't going to be there Judgment Day, and guess what? I ain't going to be there for his judgment. You can't lean on me now, Bob. It's moving on. And again, be your worst critic and your best confidant. Don't lie to and BS yourself. So I used to beat myself up whenever I did something wrong. I took it personal. When I mess up, man, that beats me. That boy, jeez. But don't take yourself. Shut up. Okay, I beat myself up mentally and emotionally. That means I suffer through the pain internally and mentally. I can deal with that. Can you? Everybody can't. So I strengthen myself by being able to deal with those situations from myself, first of all. So if you're going to constructively criticize me, I can listen. I'm listening. And not going to take it personal. But can you do it when I do it to you? See? You live in the same house I live in. We see what you do. Simple as that. I tell you all the time, if what they say don't match what they do, don't listen to them anyway. Why? They're lying. Hypocrites. Moving on. If you're not seeing people like that, go look in the mirror and change your ways. I remember, again, feeling like I had it all. Mentally. I did what I wanted to do. But Wasn't nothing spiritual about nothing I did. I didn't have a clue. Could care less. Why? I had material. I didn't need spirit. The spirit is hidden. That's what I say. I'm on the hidden one. God is hidden. He ain't visible to the common person unless you pay attention to start understanding. But he's inside you. That's what he's hiding. Okay? He gave you all this to see. But he's hiding inside you. And the deal is to find that out for yourself. And at Judgment Day, that's what you'll find out. But don't wait till then to figure out, I messed up. I should have. Oh, it's too late now. That's what they had. Open them up. No, you can't talk in Judgment Day. Your heart speaks for you. Moving on. That's the concept. And I'm trying to explain to you. In order, before you get there, you want to know what you need to do. What? To pass the test. Oh, reincarnation. I did wrong. For the thrill of it. For the pleasure. Everything that came with it. That's all pleasures and flesh. That's all egotistic. I felt good. I was all, yeah, but guess what? That's all got to be what? Reap what you sow. If you put that out, you're going to get it back. If all those who think they're not, don't argue. Don't even, when I know I'm right, we ain't going to argue. You believe what you want. I could care less. We ain't going to go back and forth about that. Moving on. That's called respect. I ain't gonna problem what you believe, how you feel. Don't beat me for nothing. But when I did all that stuff, I did it for pleasures of the flesh, my ego. I was a childhood, like Father, like Son. I couldn't wait to do all that crazy nonsense. And I did. But again, when you put in the actions, in the work, and what you get back ain't good, you should change your profession. When I came out of prison, that hustle, I'm done. But I'm done. I'm hustling this guy. Why? The payoff is a lot better than that nonsense. That's why he didn't figure that part out. All right. So yeah, in life, again, my dad made doing wrong look good as a kid to me. I changing clothes, man, finger poppers, silk shoots, and all that. Yeah, diamond ring, all of that. Yeah. I wanted it all, and I got my share. Be careful what you wish for. Those are things that did tell you, old sayers. Unless you're one of the people who experienced it, you don't know what it means. But eventually, when you find out, things are like, well, yeah, a little late now, but better late than never. But things we learn in life, experience will always be the best teacher. So if you ain't paying attention, listen to somebody who's trying to help you out, be my guest. Fire burns. What did you say? Okay, have at it. Not just, I told you that. So I'm not beefing. I told you so. I'm not that type of dude. I'm a teacher. I'm trying to teach, not trying to tell you nonsense. So, and my dad was the influence of me living that life. It was his life, not mine. But now, if I had not changed, okay, I'd probably be in prison. Why? I'd still been doing drugs, still selling drugs. Doing wrong. And when I get caught, it's a phrase my old man used. When you don't know whether to shit or go blind, you put yourself in a bad predicament. And that don't just happen. You put yourself there. All my life, I said, what the? When I put myself, I said, Scooby-Doo, roll. When you realize it for yourself, sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it ain't so good. So some ways it's better to learn from somebody else's mistake than to find out for yourself. If it was a mistake for them, it's going to be a mistake for you. If it ain't good for them, it won't be good for you. That's my point. And I pride myself on my son, not the drug game. I didn't give him that. No. He's street. I gave it to him in where he can just understand and see for himself. And I told him, my man, you can always leave the hood. Why? You always come back. Some people never leave the hood. See the world. It's a whole world out there. Get out and go see it. You always come back here. I can't live in the hood. They done suburbanized me, moving on. But yeah, you have to make a change. Okay? Now, if I had not changed my life around, I would have did what? Like my dad. Died, what? Unenlightened. So what that mean? Reincarnation. That means you're going to die twice. That means his conscience, his essence, only lives through those who remember him. His is done. Again, I don't give a damn, okay? But your father, I don't care. I keep telling you, what with this, that's so-and-so. Don't care. He had his own life to live. I lived some of it with him. I followed him down that road too. So I know him well. I could say what I need to say about him. The one good thing he gave me, when you don't have a man in your life, a role model, a lot of us get, they don't know how to raise up. Why? They wasn't shown. They wasn't taught. And that's the important part about being a father to these young men. Moving on, I ain't get to that lesson. That's a whole nother lesson. But yeah, if my son wasn't a good father, I'd be ashamed. Why? That means I didn't do my job. Moving on. And the fact that he is a good father put him in a position where I did my job. Why? Because he did his. Moving on. All right, moving on. Ooh, get out of there. Get out of there. I know me better than anyone else. Except who? The real me, a.k.a. thyself. Once I become conscious of that, ball game change. Why? You no longer have to do a bunch of nonsense. You no longer have to believe and think and hope. You know what? From experience. Anybody can tell me about God. You can't tell me nothing about God. Moving on. If you know God, then we can talk. If you believe in God, I'll listen. I ain't got much to say. Moving on. Okay. I know that if I died right now, Grim Reaper came out the door. Yo, is it death? All right, right there. Be good. Again, may your little bit 100. Why? I'm out. I'm gone. That guy kicked screaming. He didn't go out. And Sylvester and my man the cartoon, Sylvester's old son, his old father. I'm so embarrassed. The way he went out, dude, I was so embarrassed. But at that time, I wasn't like it, so I didn't see it that way. I'm riding with him. I'm still home. Moving on. I hate going there. All right, get out of here. But if I was to leave now, I'm comfortable. Why? If I had to judge me right now, I'm good. That's why. Can you see that right now? Now, I couldn't say that back then. Oh, no, he can never say it. But I can say it. And those who know can say it too. So I'm not bragging, no. I just know I'm wondering. I don't know about the 144,000 nonsense. I put the number on it. But I'm in the number. And guess what? My mom's in that number. I got my mother-in-law, my spiritual advisor in that number. I got my pastor in that number. I got a bunch of other people in the number. So I don't count. I just glad I'm in the number. Okay, I just count myself. I'm here. They call it, I'm here, roll call. I'm in that number. I know that I talked to my spiritual life advisor, my mother-in-law, and AK, my mother-in-law. She says, when she looked back, no regrets. 86 years. I call her my yacht because I hear her life story. I've been following for 50 years. So I know it too, again. And she got no regret. That's big time to me, okay? It ain't got to be, no. I listen to people. I admire and respect regular people. Not the movie, no, I don't give a damn about them. Oh, that, no, I don't do none of that. I do real people. Moving on. I'm rich and famous. I don't give a damn about y'all. I ain't starstruck at all. Okay, but what's this? On her life, she breaks down with tears, a joy. Why? Can most people 86-year-old look back at their life and have a tearful cry? That's all. And it's their life. They lived it. Ain't nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. So I just know somebody who can look back and feel good. I'm 67. I can look back and say, I'm sure I'm glad on this side. Why? You ain't looking too good for them over there. Sorry. Y'all kill me believing that something gonna happen. You know, no, you control that. All that wishing, hope. No. Take control. I keep teaching that. Know thyself why. Because if you don't, you can pay the price. Okay, but when she break down tears of joy, that's bliss. That's knowing you did your job the best you could. That's how he answer you. That's all. No more than you can have it. And then what y'all say. So everything y'all say, I'm so past that. Why? I know that. I live it. Do y'all? My pastor, I'm a better Christian than most Christians. I don't know what that means, but I'm out Christians. Why? I'm just living it. Y'all just talking it. I'm walking it. Moving on. If I had to change anything in my life and not be here, no deal. But no deal. Would you take that deal? If you can change one thing in life, okay, that means where you are right then, you ain't happy. I am. I can make the deal. So no, I'm good. And everybody, I'm sure, got something they want to change. Okay, but I don't speak for me. I don't speak for everybody. I don't speak for some people. I just speak for thyself, and I'm good with what I got. I wouldn't change a thing. I mean, people can say that. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Young, old, it don't make a difference. It is what it is. When I was in that frame, I wouldn't change a whole lot of stuff. Wow, I messed up. I got a whole bunch of stuff I had to rearrange. But when I asked the Lord, if doing your work is what I was my calling in life, why did I have to go through all that I went through? And he said, that's how you got the job. Oh, so that's why I'm on my grind. That's right. And that's me telling me. So understand the concept. In life, if you live it right, not live, no. Some of us living wrong, foul, and wild. But if you live it right, it don't matter who else knows you do. That's the bottom line. Because that judgment day, anybody's going to be there anyway. You came in this world by yourself. And when you go out, you're going solo. But you got to speak for yourself. How many of us know that? Excuse me. No nobody listening. I don't get. Do you know thyself? My whole ticket is we don't know who we are. So how could you be something you don't know? How could you thought? I thought you again. Thought means you don't know. Stop thought and knowing. You know you. Why? You doing it, and you should know what that you are responsible for what everything you say and do. That's what the judgment is all about. Your intentions, your agenda, all stored right here. If there wasn't good and light and where it's supposed to be heavy, that's the problem. Okay? If you go through life carrying a heavy heart at judgment day, that's going to keep you from going to the afterlife. So, like the heart, get transparent. Stop treating people wrong and doing stuff for your own self. That's the ego. Again, the ego got to get conquered. Moving on. And to know thyself, that's the first rule. Okay? If your ego ain't conquered, you don't know jack. Okay? I can tell you that. Our ancient commissions knew what? That the heart recorded everything you did and everything you wanted to do. Intentions, everything. That's why Judgment Day, that's the concept. I don't know what Judgment Day, I'm going to take a 10,000 year concept, match up against a 2,000 year concept. Give me the 10. I'm old school. No, I don't give a damn about new. I've been telling my son that forever. Okay, moving on. Watch this. Our ancients knew about the heart. We just now, in less than 40 years, found out that what? Through all this machine, everything with technology, that the heart brain is bigger than the brain that's in our head. So God got more power than we do over us. So that's why you should what? Listen to your heart. If your heart wants something and you don't, you got a problem. That's called conflict of interest. The heart wants what's best for you. You don't always know that. Moving on. That's why we got parents. That's why we got teachers. We got sages. Moving on. To help. And our heart, again, is our judge at Judgment Day. Did you know that? The heart speaks for you against the feather of my eye. I've been giving you lessons forever, and I love that concept. Why? Because the onus is on you. Everybody looking for, no, it's you. So whatever you did, however you did it, at Judgment Day, you're responsible. That's the ancient Egyptians way. Okay? Commissions. So I heard. Watch this. Now, ignorance of self, meaning the mind ain't in accordance with the heart. Heart, mind, coherence. The heart should run the mind. Y'all got the mind running the heart and wonder why you keep making mistakes. Because the mind don't know jack. The heart knows everything. The truth lies in the heart. Heart, the birthplace of truth, all that good stuff. Y'all say all that stuff, and then you go back to what I think, I thought, I believe. Get knowledge, okay? Follow the heart. Ignorance of self, is not your heart problem. No, ignorance ain't the heart problem. The heart is never ignorant. It's the human part of us that's ignorant of who it is. That's why the idea is to know thyself. The problem is what? The mind. That's what man got, that he got to control. This is a gimme. This is what you got to work with. Moving on. Consciousness is your problem. Knowledge is your problem of self. You can have philosophical knowledge. You can have whatever knowledge you want, chemistry, theology, don't care. If you ain't got knowledge of self, again, you ain't got jack. Let me wrap this up. I see the clock. I'm going to beat the clock now. My heart has always been pure and good. Even my mother, I said, listen, when I at my Hall of Fame induction, I said, I did bad things. My mother said, you wouldn't do. I said, no, I know my heart is good. That's your part. You got that covered. But I did bad things, intentionally and willingly, okay? But once I paid for them, I didn't do them again. That's changed. Moving on. But when the heart is pure, only thing you can do with the heart is just make the mind not acquiesce to it. Y'all gonna stay in conflict, so you're never gonna be at peace. You're never gonna be happy. You're never gonna know thyself. That's the name of the game. But my mind was led astray. Again, following what I see, materialistic stuff, again, by someone who, trust me, I admire my dad, because I didn't know no better. I believe he was found out otherwise. So why keep seeing him in the glowing light when, no, that ain't the truth. Simple as that. Move on. I did that a long time ago, so I may not be. I still love you, my dad. That ain't gonna change. When people are who they are, that don't change what they are to you. If your mother is your mother, she ain't gonna change being your mother. You can not like her, whatever that, but that don't change who she is. That's all. Really understand that in life. Everything I know bad, I learned it from my dad. And I'm not ashamed of that now. Why? That's just the way it was. And watch this. The good stuff I learned came from my dude. She kept me in line. She didn't God dog it. Love you, Ma. She didn't bend. She like my yacht feather. When I broke through, I paid. Every time. Thanks. That's the part that you love. And the more older I get, the more wise I get, the better I get, the more I get like my mother. Natural fit. Again, once you start putting them together, you get fragments. Once you start connecting the dots, now you can see the picture. It's a process. Trust the process in life. All right, let me wrap this up. Again, everything, I got the balance though. Bad, good. Okay, I was the decision maker. I chose him in the beginning. I'm riding with my mom at this point. I jumped ship. Again, I used to be a bad guy. When I was a bad guy, good was, like good. Now that I've become a good guy, bad is just running wild. So I keep making a joke about that, but that's how it looks to me. Moving on and wrapping it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm having fun. All right. That's why knowledge of self, knowing thyself, was so important. What? For all us spiritual people. Knowing who you are knocks all that other stuff out the window, pretty much. You won't be led astray. You won't be misusing the be. Why? They can't. The devil and the computer got one problem with people who think and know themselves, think for themselves. Okay? Be one of them people. Get in that number. Moving on, because the number that ain't is astronomical. The number's different down here than it is up here. All right? That's right. Spirituality without self-knowledge is what we call blind faith. Y'all call believers. Okay? Y'all don't know, so y'all believe what somebody tell you, and you take that and run with it. Like you got something, like a thief, grabbing something and running, thinking he got something that yeah. That's what they do at the bank, the money exploding in your face. I love that. Don't y'all know that by now? If all you have is spiritual knowledge, okay, and you don't, that's called speculative. You know it, you understand it, you read it, but if you ain't putting no action with it, that's the faith going out, that's blind faith going out the window. Okay, you just talk a good game. I know a lot of y'all do that. A lot of that going on. When you put action behind the talk, oh, now you got something. All action, blindly, problem. All talk, no action, no work. So there's a process. Again, that's the process. And knowing thyself is not a damn slogan. Again, this is it's really need to be broken down. I've been working this thing up 30 years now, and it's still as strong and potent as ever. Why? The blood of Jesus still work. Why not the self-knowledge? It always will work. Watch this. Knowing thyself. It means to have and live what spiritually for yourself, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Excuse me. And I pride myself on what? Knowing thyself. If you know God, You know thyself. I'm not giving no credit to no religious. No, I'm a spiritual being having human experience. I don't claim a religion. Understand that a philosophy. Moving on, let me wrap this up because it's all based on self-knowledge. Okay, biblical knowledge, all that. No, self-knowledge. That's what you need to have. Everything else is throw in, but get that. But find the kingdom of God, find the kingdom of heaven there, and then everything else be given to you. I the phrase y'all say, but I ain't beat up for none of that. Why? I already know it. Y'all spout it like that's something good slogan. Y'all the slogans throwing people I was saying. Knowing thyself ain't no damn slogan. That's my point. Moving on. If you believe you're living right, and you believe you're doing the work daily, and you're not being blessed, that's all you got is belief. Why? Because there's no action, no substance behind it. You must not be doing it right. I know what I do is what? Right. I get blessed for doing it. Simple. Two different philosophies. And difference is believing and knowing. Wrapping it up. Being your own judge, understanding is what you say and do. You know if you're blessed or not. Or you're blessed and not stressed. If you're stressed, you can't be blessed. And vice versa. That's the concept. But at Judgment Day, it's going to be your way anyway. So make it best you can. My man told me, you only go this way once. He right. He right. But it's conscious. If it gets done right, it ain't got to go no more. Why? It goes home. If not, it's just going to get reincarnated. That's the concept. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoy. Remember, you're the best judge of you. Why? Because that's who's going to judge you anyway. And in closing, right, thinkers, may you all live to be 100. So you'll have your judgment day. And may all y'all, may me have 100 minus a day. So what? I know my judgment when I go, when I pass away. Y'all need to understand that so you can go there too. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. Church time.